Good morning, and welcome back to my series on how to make an anime with AI. We're going to be trying out Invideo, and it's a pretty big game changer. Invideo is a new generative AI video platform that operates with an AI agent built into it, which is really handy. And as you'll see, you can use it for pretty much everything. First thing I'm going to throw at this platform is going to be the project we're working on, which is a 59-page script. And one of the cool features of Invideo, it allows you to upload a PDF document that serves as a sort of style Bible. It's like taking your AI agent to film school and having them study a specific style, director, genre of film. And by creating all the rules and parameters for that style in a PDF, you can get Invideo to generate things flawlessly within that style. It's really nifty. So we have a prompt here designed to create the PDF, so I had to modify the prompt a little bit in order to reflect that we're looking for an animation style instead of a photographic style. Now, the cool thing about this is that you get to write the rules, you get to write the parameters, you get to define whatever it is that signifies that look for you. And probably the more useful way to do this is to combine looks and to, at this stage, have the LLM write you a PDF that creates a style book that combines genres or combines different filmmakers. I'd imagine that way you can get a little bit closer to what's in your head. And if you have a specific style, it's probably easier to write your style Bible by combining different styles and just seeing how that gets interpreted. So after a fair amount of waiting, it's making us a multi-page PDF here, and it's even formatting it. So here we're giving our agent a title. I think I probably should have named it. That's probably what most people do. They give it a name at this point. I just called it the director. Inside the Invideo platform, I would say your top level directory is your projects. Within each project, you have a page that looks like this, which is how you access your agents. I believe this is inside the agent page. On the left, you have a dialogue going with the agent. On the right, you have two tabs, a context tab and a notebook tab. The notebook tab shows you everything that the agent is actively creating and has created, like images, video clips, sound bites, etc. The context tab is quite literally the context that the agent is pulling from. So this is where you would want the PDF that we generated to live. And uploading it is really simple. You would just upload it directly to the agent and tell the agent, take this PDF and use it as context. So the beauty of this is it brings us close to where I believe that we were going all along, and that is the AI video generation version of a DAW, or a digital audio workstation. A digital audio workstation is what musicians and producers use to produce music. Now, the cool thing about a DAW is that it's combining your tape track with your synthesizer rigs, with even your guitar rigs and everything else in your studio. It gives you every tool imaginable in one place, and they're all tied together and they're all cohesive, with consistent characters, with consistent backgrounds, and reliably. Then the world is yours. Whatever creative vision you have, the tools are here to make it happen. So anyway, as you see, we're loading in some characters that we already created, and that's the beauty of this kind of thing too when working with an agent, is that I can simply load in the character sheets that we already made. Look, there you go. I guess I was wrong. I kind of thought that we weren't going to need these character sheets, and in a sense we don't, because here I am uploading just single images of characters, and it's accepting those too. I'm sure the character sheets are probably a little bit better than a single image of the character. And this is why I made them in the first place. I kind of had a feeling that I would be working with an agent, perhaps exploring new workflows, and here we are doing that. That's the beauty of Invideo's Agent 1, is that you can just upload a character sheet or even a single character image, lock that into your context, and then bam, there you go, consistent characters. Now, it is important to approve these with the agent. If you are uploading images to the agent, then your images are automatically approved. If the agent is creating images for the characters, as we are with some of these, then it's going to ask for your approval, and you are going to need to approve the character image or not. As is the case with the character Nereus here, it gave me two different images, one male, one female. The character is a female, so I had to approve image 1.2. As well, it's going to do this with background images, and with keyframes, and with storyboards. And just make sure that you approve everything, otherwise I might be uncertain and not know how to proceed. So it is going ahead and using 11 Labs to create the voices, and it also prompted me to approve or disapprove the voices. I went sideways with that. I told it, from here on out, let's just not generate any dialogue scenes. And the reason for that is I've already recorded all the dialogue myself. And I'm planning on using most of that to do a voice-to-voice AI transfer. And it is very cool that Invideo has the capability to use 11 Labs to dub all the voices automatically. I mean, I'm going to be honest, that's nothing short of incredible. But rather than go that route, I'm going to stick with the voice acting that I've already recorded. I believe that the end product is going to be a little bit better with the voice acting that I've already done. So at this point, it's generating scenes. Currently, I'm probably keeping just more than half of these generations, but that's okay. The stuff that is working, that I am keeping, is actually spot on. It's getting a lot of these videos more correct than I would think just based off of the script. And the script has been pared down too. If you remember, I took away a lot of direction and a lot of what I would call non-necessary visual descriptions from the script. But that probably helps too, because if you have visual descriptions that contradict any of the style guides that you've given it, that could be a problem. So having less visual descriptions in the script, it also keeps the general size of it down, because you have to understand that when you're uploading context and scripts, I believe you can have multiple agents working with Invideo. That's a lot of memory for it to be using. I would say especially for a big project like this, you want to keep the information that you're giving to the context as pared down and as necessary as possible. So here it's generating some storyboards. And as I was saying, the consistency is amazing. The characters look great. I like how it's giving me a mix of close-ups, medium shots, and wide shots. And what I also like here, what I've also noticed just within the first two storyboards, and it's kind of a shame that I'm not doing any of the dialogue, it's giving me some dialogue scenes with multiple characters in the same scene. If you're doing it purely through prompting and image references and without an agent. It's not impossible, but it's a little bit more difficult. It can be a lot more difficult. So what I'm thinking is that I might actually have it do some dialogue scenes and just replace the voice afterwards or redub it, which actually won't be hard at all. It'll be pretty easy and it will heighten the production value.
Lieutenant, get the men ready. We're about to teleport aboard the enemy communications ship and capture it.
But Prince, that was not in the battle plan. I suggest we stick to...
Silence! This war is ours to win if we strike now. I thought you were brave.
Okay, men, you heard the prince. Fall into the jump bay and assume formation.
That next command where I say please generate all clips in 16:9 widescreen, that's a little bit funny because I was actually just giving it the general command. As you can see, the grids it gave me were square and each storyboard image is square. I wasn't exactly sure if it had reverted to 1:1 aspect ratio clips and storyboards at this point. So just as a reminder, I gave it the command please generate all shots and storyboards in 16:9 widescreen. And what it did is it generated all of the storyboard shots that it had just set up. So I admit that command does look like I just approved. And for me, this is all great because these don't have to be the final scenes. These don't even have to be all of the scenes. These are just going to be what I'm going to throw into the video editing timeline and see what I can do with it. I'm highly impressed so far. We'll see you in the next video and we'll continue on with Invideo's platform and Agent 1.